I hope you were able to get the color wheel printed off and to get yourself, if you haven't done that yet, it's definitely something you can do like during the call or later. But if you can have that handy, I think it's just going to make your life so much easier. Okay. And so we're here and we're ready. And we are just in this position where there's 2 months left in 2017 and we are just running for the finish line. So what I've been kind of sharing with everybody is this whole like new hashtag that I've taken on, and that's hashtag time to grind. So like Erin and I have been practicing the 5-second rule, if you guys have heard any of Mel Robbins' work, but it's all about making like those hard decisions and acting on them immediately, like moving in the direction of that like decision. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, move. So like my thing is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time to grind. So like when I don't want to make my invites, when I don't want to like reach out and do the things that I need to do for my business, it's like I need to stop making excuses. I need to stop, thinking of the negativity and just move into the direction of action. So just so incredibly excited. I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody right now. And that way we can just make sure we are going to, I don't know if I'm able to mute everybody, Erin, or if that's something you have to do as the administrator. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. I know it's just one of those days where we're like, every moment has been spoken for since Erin and I got back from leadership.
Now hold on, when I mute everybody, it's going to mute you. So you'll have to be ready to unmute yourself, okay?
Okay, so hopefully you guys can hear me, and we will just keep it moving here. So anyway, we have been kind of going like a mile a minute since we got home from leadership. Obviously, we have babies and families and things that we have to care for, and they have needs and stuff, but nonetheless, we're just so incredibly inspired and motivated to get, in front of the team and to really like work with our coaches and really just get after it. So we have some things good of the order that we need to go over here. And Erin, do you want me to just go ahead and start talking about kind of like the calendar or?
Well, there's no, okay, no, you're good. I got it. I'm good now.
Okay.
So here's some things that, all right, hold on. I just want to make this bigger. I had to move to my laptop. You guys you're like, BOD was down. Like there's been all,
I know, it's crazy.
It's been crazy. So like I had everything on my computer, then Avery, whatever. And then she turned things off and it was just whatever. Okay. So we're here and I'm going to take a deep breath because we are so looking forward to this. Okay. So we do want to talk about some awesome things that are coming up this month. And I mean, you guys, now is just such an amazing time in this business. And when everywhere I've gone, like being at the Y, even going to Avery's or Tyler's like gymnastics class tonight, there's people starting healthy routines all around me. There's new people at the Y, there's new kids and new families coming to gymnastics. There's just signs all around me that people are so ready to take care of themselves, with daylight savings and it's in cold weather, people are inside more and they're looking for ways to just stay active with their families and just do a little bit more for themselves because they can't get outside. And so I'm just noticing these signs all around us that what we do and how we can help people is just a great need right now. There's new people I'm meeting on Facebook and on Instagram that are like, I'm looking for something I can do at home because it's just not realistic for me to be able to get to the gym. And I'm like, wow, like people need us right now more than ever. And right now tonight, Erica and I are going to ask you to be a little bit more innovative and take a leap of faith with us tonight. You've already made the decision to be a coach. You've already decided to be here on this call tonight. You want to help people. You want to grow your business. You want to change your approach to make it more successful. And tonight we're going to take that step together. Okay. And so before we do that, I just want to tell you some things that are coming up because I have a calendar written out, but I've yet to publish one. So you're just going to have to take my word on a couple of things here. Okay, so we have our team calls the first and third Tuesdays of this month. So our next team call is going to be on November 21st, and it's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern, and it is going to be with Monica Lopez, who is a very successful coach in this business, one of my great friends from Miami. And she was part of the 80-day obsession test group and got the most phenomenal results that I'm like drooling over. Like, I can't wait. And so the point of that call will be her telling you all about 80-day obsession and help you know how to talk about it and how to market it and use it in your business. So you definitely don't want to miss that, which is a great caveat to what is going on this week, which is a little obsessed. So it doesn't matter if you jump on tomorrow and you do the day 2 or day 3 workout. I just want you to jump on and do it. It doesn't matter if you have the loops, if you have sliders, it doesn't matter. I want you to jump on and do it, because you are going to see a little glimpse of what this program is going to be like. Because while it's hard, it's also very doable for every single person on this team. And you're going to maybe order the loops, or they just came in and you're going to use them for their first time, and they're going to be awkward and they're going to fly off your foot and your legs, and you're going to be able to tell people. You're going to get used to it. Trust me. Like, you're going to have experience, and you're going to be able to know how to share this program. And so, like, every day you've seen on the page, on the team page, where I'm like, day 1, okay, here's the Zoom link. You guys, we are all tuning in like this and doing the workout together. And we're doing it at noon. So we're the Noon Fit Club, but no one else has created any other fit club. Like, I welcome you to do that. Like, I know everybody can't make noon, but maybe you can make like 5 a.m. Maybe you can make 8 p.m., 9 p.m., whatever. Like, go ahead, like, make a Zoom link and say, guys, I'm going to be doing my workout at 9 p.m. Here's a Zoom link to join. Jump in with me, because it is so freaking fun to like get on that, like pushing play on VOD on my TV and then looking at the girls over on the Zoom. It's like been incredible. I think it's a new level of accountability and support that could take what we do to the next level and make it really attractive. And I also kind of think we may not make it through the 80-day obsession without it. So it's kind of cool to try this on, again, for size, kind of like Clean Week. We're trying on a new system of accountability. At first, I was kind of like, are they watching me? Are they did they see me like fall down or this loop? No, they didn't see me. But the fact that we were all there together, it was amazing. And like that workout flies, like it seems like it lasts like 10 minutes because it's cool and it's new, but also because the girls are there too. And it's really neat. So I think there's something really cool about what we're doing right now. And I want you to, if you can't jump on at noon, create an opportunity for people to jump on with you. Be the leader that just says, here's a Zoom link. Zoom's free. Okay. So just go create an account, schedule a meeting, and post it on the team page and ask people to join you. So we've got that going on this week. And then also, you guys, next week we have a What is Coaching Sneak Peek. We have 2 coaching sneak peeks this month. We've not done this before. But when I was talking to other leaders in the business and friends of mine who've done some really awesome things at the end of the year, they were challenging their teams and themselves to host 2 or more business opportunity presentations to invite people to. And so we are going to have one on, on Tuesday, November 14th, okay, at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then we're going to have one on Tuesday, November 28th at 9 p.m. Eastern. So basically the second, fourth Tuesdays are our sneak peeks. And your upline may have a sneak peek, and that's cool. But here's another opportunity. The thing of it is that Erica and I were reminded once again how much like this opportunity can change people's lives when we were at leadership. We were also reminded of the idea that this is a part-time side hustle for a lot of people that can make them an extra income for their families. And so for some reason, I forgot kind of about that a little bit, but that's kind of how I started. And sometimes we think you need to be a career-bound coach, or you need to be a coach that has incredible success to be able to invite people to join you. But the thing of the matter is that we can get fit and healthy, invite people on the journey with us, and earn a side income, a part-time income for our families. And we're going to focus on that as we invite people to our sneak peeks next week, because I actually haven't met a single person in my life that hasn't needed a little bit of extra money. Okay. And this is like the best way to do it, because you don't have to go be a barista at Starbucks. You don't have to be a bartender in a bar. You don't have to work at the YMCA. Like, you don't have to do that. You can do it from home, and you can do it on your breaks at work or on the weekends. And you're getting fit and healthy, and at the same time sharing it and making a side extra income for your family. especially around the holidays, it makes a lot of sense. And so we're hosting 2 business opportunity presentations. They will be run the same way they've been run, where they're in the Truth About Coaching Facebook group, where we will be doing a live webinar within that group, okay, that will happen live, and then that will exist until the next one comes up. And so, you know, I'm going to start making graphics this week. You'll see those pop around Thursday so that you can start inviting people. I'm going to, you know, that group will be there. The group is actually linked on the Fit Fighter Nation page. You can go join the Truth About Coaching group now. You can invite people to that group now when you see someone that might want to learn more about the business opportunity. So I just want you guys to make sure that that's on your calendar. I want you to also stay tuned because I'm going to be doing a new coach workshop for all of our new coaches on our team. I had it on the calendar this week, and then this week is getting like too crazy for me with calls and things like that after leadership. So I have to practice some self-care and make sure that I don't have calls every single night of the week as well. And so, you know, just keep an eye on that because I want to make sure that, you know, if you're a new coach on this team, that you feel like you're getting started right, you're getting the right tools for success. And if you have new coaches on the team and you're kind of like, I hope I'm getting you started right, then we'll make sure we invite all of our new coaches to attend our new coach workshop. But again, just kind of heads up on the team page, and I'll make sure that you guys know about that. As far as that goes, I just want to challenge you guys to make sure that this month on your calendar, you know, that you have a clean week group on your calendar. I'm actually going to lead my next clean week during the week of Thanksgiving, which I think at first I was like, is that a good idea or not? I think it's a perfect idea because we're going to enable people to see how they can still wake up and get a workout in and still have their superfood shake, go enjoy the grandma's favorite cheesecake, and the next day get back on track. And it's totally cool, right? Like it makes sense to me. And so I'm going to help people see that this is a lifestyle that they can do even over Thanksgiving or while they're traveling. So I'm really excited to do that. But you also need to make sure you have a new challenge group and a clean week group on your calendar this month, because the more things you have to invite people to, the more of a reason you have, you know, to talk to people, to build those relationships, and a reason to like get people into your network and to be able to offer them a solution. So this month you have a lot of things to invite people to. You have 2 coaching sneak peeks, you've got a clean week, and you've got a challenge group. You know, so there's lots and lots of opportunities. And the thing of it is that tonight we are going to help you position yourself to maybe be more relatable, to be more colorful on social media, and to feel a lot more confident about that. And before we do that, and Erica's going to go into that here in a little bit. She's got some awesome information to share with you guys. I want to take you back, okay, to beginning of the month, November. We're doing November to Remember, okay? I want to know, and I did this on the PS workshop last night, okay? But maybe you weren't on that workshop, so I want you to write something down for me, okay? So I want you to write down your goal for the month of November, okay? Whatever that is. And that could be how many people, how many lives you want to change. Could be that number. It could be, or it could be all of these. It could be that number. It could be the number of Success Club points you want to earn for you and your partner for November to Remember. It could be the number of new coaches you want to add to your team, you want to recruit. Okay. So if you have a goal for all of those, write it down. Or if you have a goal for one of those, write it down. So the number of lives you will change this month, or families you will impact, however you want to look at that, write that down. The number of Success Club points you want to earn for your team, or the number of coaches you want to add to your team this month. Okay. So you wrote those numbers down. Okay. Now, this is my job as your leader. I'm going to raise the lid. Okay. I'm going to ask you to add the number 5. Okay. To those numbers, and then figure it out however it works for you. Maybe you need to adjust your Success Club point numbers then. But what if you said, I'm going to change the lives of 5 people? What if you added 5 to that and you said, I'm going to change the lives of 10 people? Okay. What if you said, I'm going to achieve SC, 369, okay, because you're going to sell 3 double time all access challenge packs, so you're going to have 9 points. What if you added 5 to that number? What if you said, I'm going to recruit 2 coaches? This is the scary one, isn't it? What if you had 5 to that and you said, I'm going to recruit 7 coaches? Okay. It opens things up, doesn't it? It creates a new possibility for you. And it's one that's kind of scary. And it's one that you're like, Erin, I've never done that before. Okay, like seriously, girl, you're crazy. I've never even done that before. You know what? I believe it's totally possible. I mean, I proved to myself last month that anything was possible when I went from SC6 to 20 in a matter of like 4 to 5 hours because I was hell bent on making it happen. It's totally possible. Okay. So you've got that number of lives or Success Club points or coaches you're adding to your team, and you added 5 to it. And then you have to write below that, it's totally possible. Okay. You have, like, I want you to write it down. It's totally possible, because it is totally possible. Because what we do, there's nothing else like it. There's freaking nothing else like it. Like, if I would have known that I could work out in my basement with my friends by my side, the people that I didn't even know were going to be my best friends by my side, and it would change my life forever, I would have done this like long ago. I would have stopped like starting and stopping and failing and gaining weight and losing weight and doing ridiculous things, right? I would have done this long ago. The thing of it is that what we do is so unique and it's so special and it works and it's changed our life that more people have to know about it. And there's more families that we can impact. There's more lives that we can change. And we just have to remember that. You know, I have this vision that our team is going to just blow people's minds. That when January comes around, they're going to be like, where did you guys come from? What was that? Like, seriously. And we're going to have coaches on this team that we're going to cross the line into January. And we have these coaches who said, wow, we did it. We did it. We did that. Isn't that amazing? Look what we did. And we will only be able to say that if we just keep our heads up and we keep focused on the lives that we will change. Because in last month, I cried multiple times last month because I had let fear and doubt and my anxiety like creep into my head and tell me these horrible things that caused me to not believe in myself. But I had to stop and I had to look around at all the people on our team whose lives had changed and said, what if I never asked this person to join me? What if I never asked this person, to be in my challenge group? Where would we be today? And I had to be reminded by your success stories that anything is possible. And that's where we're going, you guys. Anything is possible. Like, I don't care if like 2 people said yes to you today and 2 people say no to you tomorrow and then 10 people say no to you on Wednesday. It doesn't matter. We still get up and we go because we know that anything is possible. And the only way to give people the opportunity to say yes to us is to put ourselves in front of them and recommend a solution that will change their life forever. That's the only thing. But we got to keep showing up and doing our thing. We got to keep showing up and doing, clean week or doing a little obsessed and staying on our programs and drinking our Shakeology and posting on social media and putting ourselves in front of people and being brave. Because I know this, and we learned this from Mel Robbins. Well, I already knew this, but I really learned it from her again, is that fear really doesn't exist. It's not a real thing. We make it a real thing. We let it live, but we don't have to let fear live. And that's what I love. And tonight, like, I'm here and I feel so confident. I mean, I'm still at SC0, but I know what I need to do. I need to, make some stuff happen. And that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to make some stuff happen. And you guys, I just want you to believe down to your core that number that you wrote down +5, it's totally possible. Okay. Do you guys believe it? You believe it? Okay. All right. I need a little more. I need more than that, y'all. I mean, you're just like, yeah, that's good, Erin. Yay! Okay, right. We're doing this, you guys. Oh my gosh, it's totally possible. Like, we'd erase the roof and say that with Carl, like, it's so possible. Okay. So one of the ways that we're able to do this is that we want to, this was the lesson, and I know Erica's going to tell you, she's going to confirm this. Like, we heard this from Ashley Smith. Yes, Ashley Smith. And she was a top 10 coach last year that we were all like, where'd she come from? Who is she? And it was all about how to be more colorful and be more you on social media. And The truth of the matter is, I think we could spruce up our social media a little bit. And not that we have to be like, make cool graphics. We have to be more ourselves. And I think we haven't taken the time to really think about who we are and how we present ourselves and who we're trying to attract, even though we've talked about this like forever and ever. Okay, so Erica is going to take it away, and I'm going to pull up these graphics so that while you're talking and you get to that point, we can see a visual of this. Okay.
Awesome. So thank you so much for that, Erin. And yes, I mean, I think that it's so exciting for us to think about our goals, and it's so exciting for us to like, you know, shoot for the stars. But what I love about the content we're sharing tonight is it's like the how behind the what. Okay. So like the what is your goal? The what is like what you're pushing for. The what is, you know, how many people's lives are going to change, how many families you're going to impact, but how? I mean, that's the question I think that we all have. Like, how do I do that, Erin? Okay, Erica, like you've told me I need to like 5X what I'm doing here. How do I do that? And we're so passionate about what we have to share tonight that we just know that this is the way. And it truly is about being free to be yourself. I mean, if we teach you anything tonight, we want to give you permission to be your authentic self at all costs. Because like Erin said, it's not about making fancy graphics. It's not about being a copycat of other people. It's about finding who you are as a person and sharing that true authentic self every single day. And so what that's going to do when we're consistent with the messaging that we're using on social media, when we harness these amazing things that Erin and I and the team are putting on, especially those 2 sneak peeks, you guys, like I challenge you to start inviting to that now. I shared with the girls yesterday on the Rising Stars call that I used a phenomenal feature on my phone, the voice message, the voice memo, and then I was able to just copy that into like 25 different personal messages on Facebook, and I've already gotten like amazing feedback from that. And I was basically inviting to the sneak peek next Tuesday. So don't wait until Sunday night to invite to the sneak peek, okay? Start implementing what we're going to talk about tonight like immediately, and start having those important conversations. So we are going to be sharing with you guys the whole idea of the color wheel, because it's so important that we're colorful. It's so important that we're authentic and that we show a variety. So many of us kind of get in a rut, and I'll speak for myself. You know, I get in the rut of posting like the same pictures. You know, I do my morning motivation, then I do like a sweaty selfie, then, you know, I'll just do like a picture of me and like some deep thoughts or whatever. But like we really need to change it up on social media. And so I'm really excited that this is going to give you this permission to be colorful, to be yourself, and to know that you are being authentic to who you are and kind of what you stand for as a human being. And that's not just what you stand for as a coach. Okay. It's who you are as a person. And so this color wheel is going to be filled out. There are 12 spots, and each spot is going to be like a characteristic about you, a quality about you, you know, something that you enjoy. And we're going to give you lots of examples. So I don't want you to worry about that. But I definitely want you guys to understand that like this is all about you. And this truly is going to be your content for your stories, because we really want to encourage everybody to start using IG stories and Facebook stories, because once again, that is what these social media outlets, that's what they're pouring their energy, effort, and money into right now. So we need to be using those, because that is what's getting us in front of more people. Okay. So this is going to be kind of like your baseline for your content. And so like this is going to be taped to your computer space or taped next to your desk or like in your planner. Like this is going to, after you fill this out, this is going to be like something that's like Bible to you. Okay. Because you want to know that within your posts, if it doesn't apply to these 12 areas of who you are, then we don't need to post about it. Okay. We truly don't need to post about it. Okay. So is this yours? This is yours, Erin. Okay, so you see here, and the thing that was super fun that I recommend you guys doing is Erin and I on our like decompression time on the way home from our trip to Vegas in the car, we talked through each of our 12 kind of like ideas and our color points here, and it was so fun to do it together. So we encourage you guys to do this with a loved one. If you have a success partner, perhaps you could do it with them, because it kind of is hard to think about 12 different areas that you're very colorful, right? And I would say something and Erin would be like, well, that's not exactly how I see you. I kind of see you in this way. And so it kind of helped us kind of get an idea of what exactly, we truly represent as people. But I have mine as well. So Erin, did you want to talk at all about yours here?
Well, so yeah, I mean, so if you see these are all parts of me and my personality and who I am. And these are all the things that I think people could relate to or know me for, and you would probably kind of like agree with some of this. But I also thought that like Erica, I had seen myself just kind of posting about the same things, and I wasn't really sharing all parts of my personality, and being even like almost like I wasn't being super fun in a way. And there's a lot of things that Erica's like, people need to know that like about these things about you. Like, this is kind of cool, like about you. Cause she said fashion. I was like, what the heck ever? And she goes, no, really. And then I go back and scroll my posts, and like anything where I'm wearing something from a boutique, it's like a lot of interaction and engagement, and people want to see what I'm wearing, so I'm like, okay, so I need to share more fashion, or even loves beauty products. Like, she knew that after she stayed with me in a hotel room in Vegas, and I like my perfume, my dry shampoo, and my this and my that. And she's like, what is all this? Like, people need to know about all this. And so these are just all the parts of me, fashion, loves beauty products, balance 90-10, strong mama, mom life, date your husband, an organized planner, loves to bake, healthy recipe rebel, healthy family, leader, small town girl. So those are all the things that can come out in my posts, either on Facebook or Instagram, but especially Instagram stories. Like, the array of colors that I can put will help people get to know me and connect with me so much better.
Yes. And what I love about this, Erin, I just sent my color wheel to you. So if you could pull that up, I actually gave you permission to look at mine on Google Drive. So it's actually titled Erica's Color Wheel, because I'm really creative. But the thing is like, it's just a super cool, I think, way for us to not have to think as much, but to kind of work within who we are as a person, and like really stay true to who we are. And I think so many times we've all like sat down and we're like, okay, like, what am I going to post about today? Or like, I really have nothing to say. Or, we get really discouraged because we see all these flashy and all these amazing, things out there. And we're just like, why am I just like hitting a wall today? Like, I can't be creative. I can't think. Well, this color wheel is going to be that tool that you can use. And the thing that's also really cool is we are going to ask you guys to share your color wheels with the team. Okay. So that's going to be something that we want to see you guys sharing on the Fit Fighter Nation team page, as well as, share with the people that you're working with your success partners. If you guys are working in little pods, I know many of you guys on the respective nations, the respective teams, within Fit Fighter Nation work together, share and really kind of get to know each other by using this color wheel. So this is my color wheel. And it's really funny because Erin helped me kind of come up with some of the words, like the whole idea of like not a cook, because like everybody who knows me knows that like I don't cook. Like, my sister was asking me today, we were planning my mom's surprise party this weekend, and she's like, well, I might need you to cook some things. And I'm like, whoa, time out. I'm like, no homegirl, but I can buy things. I'm really good at that. So, but yeah, that's definitely something I think that I'm kind of known for. I mean, it's not like my number one quality, I wouldn't say, but nonetheless, it's something that's interesting, And so anyway, these are my 12 kind of like color, categories. And it's really fun to think about this, because I do believe that I have gone through and I have been very kind of like open and given a lot of variety based off of these 12 categories. But what I would encourage you to do after you guys have completed your color wheel is to go through and assess your own social media and kind of like ask yourself the question, wow, am I being colorful? Am I showing a variety to my life and kind of the content that I'm sharing? Like, am I doing myself justice? Because when we just, like, for example, you know, post that fitness fanatic part of us and not anything else, then we really are doing a disservice to ourselves. Because what this color wheel is going to do is it's going to attract the right people to you, and it's going to allow the right people to be like willing to form a relationship with you because they're going to see similarities in you. And that is what our teams, our future teams, are going to consist of, people just like us. Okay. And the only way we are going to attract the right people and build relationships with the right people, we know what attracting the wrong people feels like, don't we? We've all dealt with people who were like, oh no, like, I don't want to work with that person. They're negative. You know, they're non-committal. Perhaps they don't post the most positive things on the social media. Like, we obviously don't want to work with those people, but there is a certain number and group of people that we do want to work with. And this is really going to help us, I think, reach more people. Okay. So I want to bring up Ashley Smith's Instagram. Okay. So we're just going to bring it up. And what I want you guys to do is see if you can determine, and in the chat section, I want you guys to put what you think her color wheel looks like. Okay. So like, what are some of the color categories of her color wheel based on what you see on her social media, on Instagram specifically? So you go ahead, and Erin will scroll down so you can see, but Ashley is a top 10 coach. If she's not today, she absolutely has been at various points in her life. I mean, this year she's been a top coach, a top 10 coach, I should say, not like the top coach, but you can kind of see. So just go ahead and put in the chat section, like, some of what you think her color categories might be. Thanks, Jessica. Who else has something to say about Ashley? I'm looking here and I'm seeing some pictures from leadership that are making me really happy. Yep, exactly. Okay, so let's see what you have said here. So Erin, I can't see the dates on this, but I would say this is 2 to 3 weeks ago if she's posting pictures of her and Autumn and pictures from leadership. And look here, let me just make a note here. This is the first time you see her mention anything about Beachbody. And she says, my last 80-day obsession workout. Okay. And Erin's been scrolling. I mean, there's probably been at least 30 posts, I would say. Okay. So let me just read what you guys said. Mom of 2, clean eating, see, woman of faith, coffee loving, baby wearing, businesswoman, cute fashionista, loves to shop. Look at you guys nailing it. Okay. Ashley says she's from Georgia. Maybe she knows, or Amy says Ashley's from Georgia. That's awesome. Okay. So great. Shopping, fashion. She's my idol. I know, right? Okay. So that's good. So let's look at her color wheel. Do we have her color wheel handy, Erin? Erin's like my personal assistant tonight.
No, but I can read it.
Okay. Yeah. Read it.
Okay. Hers is mom of 2, under 2, Christ follower, creative, happily married, which I believe I saw her husband. Yeah.
Wait, hold up. She might need to improve that category. Oh, there we go. There he is.
Active, love of decorating, family first, organizer, love of cooking, homebody, music lover, coffee obsessed.
Yeah.
So, very simple, nothing complicated.
No. And Ashley is the one who kind of presented this idea of the color wheel and this activity that she does with her team. This is a tool that you guys can use with your new coaches too. I mean, that's what we want you to understand. Yes, this is going to be a phenomenal tool for you to use from here on out, but it's so easy to teach. You know what I mean? Like, it's so easy to like tell a person, like, let's figure this out together. And let's use that kind of as our launch pad for our social media platforms. And you can see, like, it's nothing fancy. These are all pictures that she's taken with her phone. And she obviously has a little bit of a theme going on here in that she has the white frame. Okay. That's a personal preference. She's probably one of the only that I've seen who've actually utilized that feature. It looks nice, but don't feel like you guys have to do that. But what we really wanted you to see here is that Ashley's color wheel is a perfect representation of her social media, and vice versa. Her social media is a perfect representation of her color wheel. So that's what we're going for here, guys. Okay.
Can we point out too, I mean, if you were to watch her story, you'd get then the story. I mean, of
Exactly.
the color wheel. Go ahead and point out should we go ahead and point out the different kinds of selfies?
Yes, I was just going to say that next. So
She
go
does
ahead.
that really well. Okay, so let's point out some of the selfies here. Okay, so go for it, and I'll point them out.
Okay, so Haley Christian is another like IG rock star, and we encourage you to take a look at Ashley Smith, to be a student of Ashley Smith, but also to be a student of Haley Christian. Okay, so write both of their names down. And again, we're not trying to be copycats, but we're trying to be like students, because the greatest teachers, the greatest leaders are students as well. So
on Instagram, is
what?
She's
She's Hayley.
H-A what?
Hayley. And Haley Christian. CH, yeah, there she is. So she tells us, you know, you got to change up your selfies, and that there's actually 4 different types of selfies, and we really have to make sure that we are like utilizing those 4 different types of selfies. One is the mirror selfie. I'm writing these down too. One is an up close selfie. One is a far away selfie, and one is a outside selfie. Okay. Like, who would have thought we'd be talking about the different types of selfies? I mean, like, is this really our job, you guys? This is hilarious. I mean, oh my gosh.
It's so true, because you guys, you're doing this for every photo. And it's boring. Like, it's freaking boring. So
and I'm guilty of that too. I
totally.
really do have a good side, and I'm sorry, but I do.
Look at this. Okay, here we go. She's got the mirrored far away selfie. She has the mirror selfie.
Yep.
Okay. She has the close up selfie, and she's got kind of the far away one again, and she has the outside one. Yeah. These are all selfies, but she's doing them in different angles, in different places, different perspectives. It changes everything. She also says you got to use the same filter, and I agree. I think it looks so much better when you use the same filter. But you will see her inside and outside. You will not always see her workout photo in her gym, in her home, or wherever she works out. Because I was getting bored of my own photos, like in my basement. Like, it was so boring.
Well, and the thing that's also interesting is Haley might post once a day on Instagram, like an actual post like this. But if you go to her story, there's like maybe 10 or 15 different like snippets of her story. So when we say the story is truly like where it's at, I would say like reiterate that with like a highlight through it. Like, the stories are absolutely where they are at. And Erin and I want to encourage you guys, if you're not using Instagram, like make that your push the end of the year to start using Instagram. You know, become a student of it. Like we said before, Ashley, Haley are great people to follow. Also, Micah Folsom is really good to follow. Are there any others that we wanted to kind of recommend just to give them ideas? I mean, obviously, any of the top coaches, or any coach that you've maybe heard on the Wake Up Call, or anybody that you like look up to and think is like a total rock star, we encourage you to become a student of them. Like, for me, I can go to Haley's page and I can say like, oh, I like how she is holding her phone there, because I don't know about you guys, but like every time I'm in a mirror, I'm like, how do I hold my phone? Like, where does it like look normal? But like, see this one where she's like has the hat on and she's holding her phone in a different way. But I mean, look here, she like isn't doing anything like rocket science. She's just looking away from the camera in this one, but like in all the other ones, she's pretty much, you know, looking, but she changes it up. You know, I mean, she changes it up, and that's what we really, really encourage you guys to do.
Well, so showed us Barbie. Barbie became a student of hers.
Oh yes, let's look at Barbie's. So it was really funny because they matched up Haley with Barbie Kalev, and Barbie's actually married to Sagi, which is hysterical. But so Barbie said that she would become a student of Haley over these last couple of months as they were training for the leadership presentation, and she said that she implemented. Haley's the one who does the gangsta rap connections. If you guys listen to her Wake Up Call about that, as well as it was in the Beachbody Champions. She's freaking phenomenal. She's an IG like powerhouse, but she also tells you how to like keep in touch with people and connect with people. It's not just have an amazing like page and story. But look, you can see, I can tell that she has clearly taken note from Haley. I mean, look at these.
Mm-hmm.
Look at these. She looks beautiful. And she's doing the same thing as Ashley with the border. She doesn't even have Sagi up there. Where's Sagi?
He's not in anything.
Isn't that funny that that's her husband? You know what? I bet Haley was like, get Sagi out of your photos. I'm not kidding, because all of her stuff used to be all with her and Sagi.
Nope, there's one.
Do you see? Where?
Right
Oh
here.
my gosh, that's insane. I'm not kidding. It all of her look, you can start to kind of see.
You can start to see where she started to change, yeah.
But if you scroll down even further, Erin, like do a speed scroll, see if you can tell when she flipped the script on her border, because she didn't always have that border.
I don't know. Yeah,
okay.
It's been a while, yeah. Well, anyway, I think that it's cool. Yeah, so you can see the changes there.
Yep.
Okay, so, okay, yeah.
So what else? Okay, I'm looking at my notes here to just make sure I didn't forget anything.
Well, we schooled you guys on the selfie.
Yep.
Isn't that so funny? I thought it was hilarious, but it's true. Because we are, and I know you were probably like, is this stupid? Like, I'm taking the same picture. Yeah, it is. Okay. Like, we need
professional selfie takers, guys.
Yeah. And so, I mean, even today, like I took one where I was like, okay, I'm going to be intentional about my post-workout picture. Like, that's what I had to say in my head. I'm going to be intentional, and I'm going to set up my phone, and I'm going to lean it up against this case that has a basketball inside of it, and I'm going to stand against a plain wall behind me. Like, I had to say these things. Like, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to take off my shirt because things are looking okay right now, so might as well. You know, like, I had to say these kinds of things. I'm going to hold the bands that I'm using for my workout. Like, I just had to be like innovative. And that's the word that kept being repeated over and over in leadership. We have to be innovative and do things a little bit differently. So if you're thinking, I'm doing the same thing, then just stop. Like, don't post it. Like, just stop and say, okay, a new angle. I need a new perspective. It reminds me of the movie with Baymax. What's that? Big Hero 6. Remember, he needed a new perspective, right? Like, that's kind of what we need, because the thing of it is we have to stand apart from other people, because if someone is scrolling, they're just going to keep scrolling, because people just go scroll, 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 stop, scroll, 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 stop. Yeah. And they're only going to stop if it's different. If it's the same, like, picture of you in the same place every day, like, they're not even going to stop to read the content. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the time you're putting into your hashtags or your posts or your content and the story behind it, it's not going to matter if the picture's not scroll stopping. So I use, a little tip for me is I use an app, and I think Megan mentioned it once, or someone else. I think it was Megan. Courtney, Snapseed, SNAP seed, Snapseed. It's free. It's like a Google app. I don't know. Google's sucked today, but I think the app still works. And so what's really cool about that is that, like, I played with it for a very long time. It was really easy. It has all kinds of different filters and features. It was super easy to use. But what's cool is once I figured out, like, what look I liked, like the layering of the filters I liked, it just, like, every time you open a picture, it's like your last edit. It saves that like combination of filters. So I can, like, in one little click, make everything look the same. So that's what I've been using for my photos, and it's made it a lot easier. So the thing of it is that we have to do the work on the back end. Like, we got to have our work from a list. We got to have our start dates for our groups. We got to be adding people to our network, connecting with people, that kind of thing. But to make a really great impact and continue to attract people to us, and to continue to allow people to get to know us, we have to be more colorful in the information and our personality that we're putting out there in our stories. But we also have to be more innovative with our photos, because if we are going to, build 95% of our business on social media, we have to follow the social media trends. We have to pay attention to what people are doing and what's working and what is not working. If something isn't working, you don't just keep doing it hoping that it will. That's not the way it works. we have to evolve and change and innovate right along with it. So if you're still taking blurry, dark photos, it's time to stop and turn on a light and face a window and use a feature on an app that makes your photos look the same and take different angles of yourself, of your smile, of your personality, of your face, so that people can see all those different angles of you that are wonderful that we know, but they have to learn about them from a photo or from a post. And that's just the reality of it all. I mean, we could go on forever about all of this and give you tips, and we are works in progress, and we're learning with the best of them too, and we're trying new things. And but it's true, like Erica said, I mean, here's the reality. Okay. I wish someone would have told us this. Okay. You're only going to get so far on Facebook. Okay. And I haven't maxed out my friends yet. Like I've got like 2,700 friends or something like that. You can have a total of 5,000 friends. Okay. So Facebook is good. Your personal profile is fine. If that's working for you, you keep doing that. You keep doing it. I'm not asking you to switch anything, but if you're unwilling to have a Facebook business page and actually invest money and spend money to promote your page and to expand its reach, or you have amazing video that goes viral and it's awesome, okay, then we will have to use a new social media platform too, okay? So managing Facebook and Instagram is really not that complicated if you stay consistent. But I will tell you what, that, when I started going into Instagram and started applying what I've learned from Haley and from all the videos on the Beachbody Champions, that's how I've learned. I've also learned from, Brock Johnson. Brock Johnson, what's your podcast called? How to Make Money on Social Media or something. It's called Social Media Money Makers. Brock Johnson. It's Chalene Johnson's son, Brock. He teaches you how to use Instagram, how to set up your profile, what you should put in your bio, that kind of thing. Like I've learned from him. Like I don't just like magically know these things. I constantly build my skill level. Okay. And I said, you know what? I'm building a business on social media. I still talk to people in person. I still meet people in person. I still invite people in person. I get people on the phone, that kind of thing. But I also attract people to me through social media. If social media is evolving and changing, I have to do the same. Like it was like a month ago, we were like, man, my reach is low. What's going on? Nobody's liking my stuff. Putting it out there. Nobody likes it. We don't just throw our hands up and just keep doing it. Okay. And so that's why we're like, man, we got to talk about this tonight. And with the color wheel, because we've always taught the 5 pillars, those are good, but there's more to us than that. And there's more to share, when we're talking about, IG stories and things like that. There's more diversity and variety that we could share about us. Okay. I got to stop. Erica, you want to finish this out?
Sure. So, this stuff is good, you guys. And I hope you feel as confident and excited about this as we do. And, this is truly the how. We put this in play. We put this in motion. Raise your hand if you're using Instagram and or you're committed to becoming a student of Instagram and opening up an Instagram page. I really hope that I see everybody's hands up, because so many concerns with coaches that I talk to are that I feel like I've tapped out my market. I need to expand. And intentional expansion is the bloodline to our business. Okay. And so in order to do that, if we are going to tap into that cold market, like you guys are all begging for us to show you how to do, and you're just wanting this information, like this is how we do it. We've got to utilize IG. We've got to utilize IG stories, and we have to utilize this very variety-based color wheel approach. Okay, you guys? So we're excited. I cannot wait to see your color wheels. I'm excited to post mine in Fit Fighter Nation, to post mine in Soul Fit Nation, and to just kind of see what everybody comes up with. And I think it's going to give us a chance to hold each other accountable too. Because, if I get on a call with Courtney and I look at her color wheel and I see that she hasn't, posted one thing about Energize, even though she's obsessed with it. No, I'm just kidding. But if she's not on there, posting her workouts, which I know that's not going to happen, but it's on our color wheel, then perhaps we need to have a conversation, right? This is going to be a great tool for you guys to grow your business, but also to train your coaches to do the same on social media. So we're super excited. Mark your calendars for all the sneak peeks. Show up for the team call. Like, it is time to grind like we have never grinded before. Okay, you guys, like, we're just so excited. And I don't think grinded is a word, but I think that it is what it is. Okay. And mental note, never wear this sweatshirt again. This is a terrible color for me, but I love you guys so much. And we just had the best time. And next year, it's totally possible for you guys to be there with us. Okay, it's not just something that Erin and I are privileged to get to do. It's something that each and every one of you, with your heart in the right place and be willing to make a small tweak to your business and to innovate and to trust the process, we know you can be there with us, and we really want you to be there with us, okay? So mantra, it's totally possible, okay? It's totally possible. So repeat after me. Are you ready?
Yeah, everybody unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself. Repeat after me.
Hold on.
Let me get my phone ready. So everybody's like, get your phone out. Okay.
Okay, just have it's okay if you have background music or noise, whatever.
Yeah,
okay, are we ready? Everybody is not unmuted.
Okay, so in 3, 2, 1.
It's
totally
possible.
It was kind of weak, y'all. No, that was great. I love it.
Let's
You
do
guys
it
are
again.
awesome.
Let's say it again. Say it again. Okay. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
It's totally possible.
Possible, you guys. You have to tell yourself that every single day. Okay. So we love you so much. And with that, Erin, let's check out the chat section and see if there's anything else down here. There was some
I'm
great.
gonna stop the recording. Okay. Thank you, guys. I'm gonna stop the recording.